Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a little girl named Iris. One day, Iris decided to take a walk in the forest to pick some berries. She packed a small basket with her and set off on her journey, humming a tune to herself as she walked. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds singing and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. Iris was having the time of her life as she picked berries, filling her basket to the brim with plump, juicy fruit. But as the sun began to set, Iris realized that she had wandered further into the forest than she intended. She started to panic as she tried to find her way back to the village, but she couldn't seem to find the trail that she had come in on. She was lost. Tears welled up in her eyes as she realized that she would have to spend the night in the forest, all alone. Just as she was about to give up hope, she heard a rustling in the bushes. She turned around, and there, staring at her with big, curious eyes, was a fox. The fox seemed surprised to see her crying in the forest and asked her what was wrong. Iris explained that she was lost and didn't know how to find her way home. The fox promised to help her and led her deeper into the forest. Iris trusted the fox and followed it, but soon she realized that she was further away from home than ever. She started to cry again, but the fox reassured her that they were almost there. Suddenly, Iris took a step forward and fell into a hidden hole in the grass. She landed in a dark, underground world. The fox was nowhere to be seen. Iris was terrified, but soon she noticed something that made her heart leap with joy. The underground world was filled with large, beautiful berries. They were the most delicious berries she had ever tasted. She ate and ate, filling her stomach with the sweet fruits. But as she ate, she realized that she had dropped her basket and had no way to bring the berries home. As she wandered through the dark underground world, she began to feel weaker and older. She knew she needed help to get out, but she didn't know how. She tried to scream for help, but her voice was too weak. Back in the village, her brother Adam had grown worried when Iris didn't come home. He set out to look for her, calling her name over and over and over again, but he couldn't hear her cries for help. Adam searched and searched, but he couldn't find any sign of Iris. Just as he was about to give up hope, he met an owl who offered to help him find Iris. The owl gave him directions and also gave him a special seed that would help Iris regain her strength. Adam followed the owl's instructions and finally found the entrance to the underground world. He saw Iris's basket lying on the ground and knew he was close. The fantasy forest was a dark, mysterious place full of strange and wondrous creatures. There were giant butterflies with shimmering wings and tiny fairies that danced among the flowers. But there were also dangers lurking in the shadows, like the giant human-eating mushrooms that Adam had to avoid and the treacherous vines that threatened to pull him under. But he never gave up. When he finally found Iris, she was lying among the berries, looking older and weaker than he had ever seen her. At first, Adam didn't recognize her, but then he saw a familiar blue dress and knew it was Iris. Adam gave Iris the seed, and she ate it. Slowly, she began to retrieve the strength she needed to get out of the fantasy forest. Together, they climbed out of the hole and emerged back into the real world. Iris and Adam walked through the forest, hand in hand. The sun was setting, and the sky was painted in shades of pink and orange. They were both tired, but they were also happy. They had made it out of the fantasy forest, and they had each other. They thanked the owl and started walking home together. As they walked, they talked about all the amazing things they had seen and experienced in the fantasy forest. They both knew that they would never forget this adventure. As they approached their grandmother's house, they could see the lights on, and they knew they were almost home. They hugged each other tightly, grateful for the bond of their brotherhood and the memories they had created together. They knew that no matter what challenges they faced in the future, they would always be there for each other. The end.